Hi, I made white chocolate chip cookies. I am putting them in now. I've already mixed them and made them into little balls. They're going to be at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and they will be in there for about 12 to 13 minutes, and I will show you the results after. So I just got finished baking the cookies. They were in there for 13 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And I want to talk about phase changes. So during the process of baking the cookies and mixing the ingredients and all of that, they go through multiple phase changes. So when I'm adding like flour, I'm adding like a solid. And when I'm adding eggs, I'm adding a liquid. And when all the ingredients are mixed together in the bowl, like the eggs, flour, salt, baking soda, sugar, all of those, they are a combination of both a liquid and a solid. And once I put that combination of both liquid and solid into the oven and I take them out, they turn into these, which are solids. So overall, the phase change at the very end of making the cookies is a solid. Another thing I want to talk about is the specific heat capacity. The formula for that is C equals Q divided by M delta T. So I'll rewrite the equation or the formula. C equals Q divided by M delta T. The Q equals the heat. The M equals the mass. And the delta T is the change in temperature. So I'll show you what each of those will equal to get the specific heat capacity. So the Q equals the heat, which is 110 calories. But that will have to convert to joules, which is 460,240 joules. I'll write that right here, joules. And then the M equals the mass, which is 60 grams, and that's what I got from the nutrition label. And then the delta T, you take the initial temperature minus the final temperature, and then subtract those, and that will get you the change in temp, delta T. So the initial temperature was 70 degrees Fahrenheit, but I converted that to Celsius, which is 21.11 degrees Celsius. And then the final temperature I put out, it was 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and I converted that to Celsius, which was 190.5 degrees Celsius. And when you subtract those, it equals 169.45 degrees Celsius. So once you got the heat, the mass, and the change in temperature, you can put this into this equation. So let me do that right now. So C equals, it was 460,240 joules, and you divide all of that by the mass, which was 60 grams, times the delta T, 169.45. I'll write that in there. And then you get all that, and you get 45.2 127 joules grams Celsius. And when you do that, that equals the specific heat capacity. So the specific heat capacity of a cookie is 45.27 joules grams Celsius. And that is the specific heat capacity. Another subject I want to talk about is whether the cookies are heterogeneous or homogeneous. So I concluded overall that the cookies are heterogeneous because the ingredients aren't separated or like evenly distributed in each cookie. So like this cookie has two white chocolate chips in it, and like this one has 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, they're not evenly distributed. One cookie had 3 and the other cookie had two white chocolate chips in it. And so yeah, they're not evenly distributed. So it is a heterogeneous mixture.